Hello, what's going on?
Welcome back.
What it do?
What it do? Me and my Dukes crew.
Yeah, man.
Back at it again with another episode.
Yes.
So what's going on today?
Jump right in. Did I take that from you, John? Did I steal your little moment?
So last episode, if you watched that one, if
In
not,
between when
pause
there
this
was
video and go watch the one before, and then come back to this one.
Get there.
Yeah.
Get it up.
Daniel was talking about FCT, which is Family Connection Time, and today we're going to be talking a little bit more about that, what it is, why we do it, why we appreciate it,
The benefits.
etc.
What's the word? I want to say the problems that come up and that we have to overcome to get to actually make it to FCT, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, all the challenges.
Is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, all the challenges. So FCT is the idea of FCT is to connect with family, right? So we all know, I don't know about your lives, but our lives, especially as my children become young adults, time to spend together is very hard to do with everyone going with different schedules, having competing schedules and things going on at the same time. And we realized that we needed some intention behind our family time, because what seemed to come easier when everyone was younger is very hard, as everyone have different lives and become different adults and everyone is going in different directions. So we've invested in family connection time, and we've set some time aside to do especially that, just to meet and connect. That is the intention of family connection time, to build our bonds, to remain strong, to keep empowering each other, to check in, to pray away, to
For
motivate,
accountability.
to comfort, to support, to pray for each other, to do everything that we probably, whatever we get depleted during the week, when we meet on family connection time, we just really connect and pour into each other. Yeah. Food, juice, and love and support.
Yeah.
It's a lot of eating, it's a lot of talking, it's a lot of laughing.
His girlfriend come and take all the food and then leave.
Hey, man. What we
I ain't
supposed
gonna
to
have
do?
y'all talking about my daughter-in-law.
What we supposed to do, man?
Wash a few dishes, sweep the floor, move the chair back to
Listen,
where it was.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Listen,
going.
man. We come. This is, you gotta understand, man. I moved out. We moved out. We did our thing, and when we come back every time, it's like, I don't know, man. We just want to feel like we're visiting. You feel us?
Okay.
It's nice to feel like you visiting your
Yeah.
mom. Yeah.
Oh,
man.
so you gotta. So
Visiting your siblings. So why am I cleaning dishes?
Jonathan,
You feel me?
Jonathan,
We can go to your house and eat your food and stuff, and then
and
leave the
just
dishes,
be
right?
visitors, right?
That's what y'all do.
No, we don't.
What dish you ever cleaned in my house?
The water glass that I used the last time I came over.
Oh, well, you did that. We would use the
It's a
dishwasher
dish.
in my
It's a
house
single
anyways. We use a dishwasher over there anyways. So
Oh,
you
okay.
did that on
Well, you
your
asked
own
me what dish I
grace.
washed. I was telling you what dish I washed.
So this whole
You're
connection
bad.
is
It
based
It was
You're bad.
irrelevant.
I was
Yeah.
answering his
Have to
question.
wash
It's not irrelevant if you
Yeah.
ask the question.
Is it relevant?
She
'Cause you
was
didn't have to wash it.
trained
to
right.
wash it.
She was trained right. She was
Amen.
trained right. She cleaned
We
up
was
after
washing dishes
herself.
for like the first month, and then we realized it's just two of us.
Yeah.
We could use the dishwasher. Yeah.
So, do you guys think? I know a lot of people might say family connection time. You guys are young adults. What do you need that for, right? Do you think that it's beneficial within a family to have that connection time, and why?
Well, yes, I do. And this is me being 24-year-old black man in America. I think it's very, very essential. Family care time, having a chance to get back to your roots, get back to where you started from
Family
with
what
that family connection time.
Well, it's
Clarifying.
care too. We care for each
Okay,
other in that
cool.
time. Go ahead,
But
leave them alone.
yeah, so I feel like it's a needful thing. When we get back, we do so much, and you don't realize how much how much gets spent out of you during your week. How much you need. When we get to the meetings and when we talk to each other and at the end you leave like, I don't want to say exalted, but you leave lifted up.
Lifted.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. All the burden from the week. You don't know how you was gonna do this or how you gonna do that. When we come through, we talk about what we got going on. You don't know. You get blessed, or you get blessed with a plan to get it done.
Yes.
Or either way, it's like a weight is lifted off your shoulder. And plus, on the flip side of it, it's keeping us strong together, keeping our relationships
Right.
good. I can catch up. I know how Jasmine's week was. I give her some words of motivation, or I can just feel how she felt throughout her week, and it's good because we don't get that distance between
Yeah.
us.
Right.
For me, I feel like being in a family that is so close, I feel like meeting for FCT is a way to keep the closeness together and
Mm-hmm.
a form of letting everyone know how we're all doing, and also meeting with people who believe the same things you
Like-minded
believe,
people.
and having people that to come in and believe with you and keep you motivated and keep you doing what you need to do. Yeah, I think that really helps.
Yeah, I agree as well. I think just being able to share your thoughts or how you've been feeling is always good. You know, we don't have like a therapist we talk to like every day or whatever, but when you at the end of the week, when you come together and you start sharing your feelings or share how you feel, what was on your mind or whatever, it feels good for other people to hear that too, to know to get insight into your life, and it feels good because you know somebody else is listening, and you can just get relieved. You can relieve yourself of what you're feeling or anything you need to say, and then you have the support you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you,
Sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to add, and you know it's not falling on deaf ears. You know it's not falling on bad or stony or wayside ground. You know that
safe
everything
place.
you saying is going upon people that's going to pray and lift you up and try to get you out of there. So even if you saying it just to say it and get it off your chest, you got somebody that even if they don't say nothing immediately, they going to pray for you. Or you got somebody that's going to actually come help you. All right, boom, man, why you ain't telling me about this earlier? I can help you with this. It's easy. Boom, do that.
Yes.
Sorry, Jasmine.
Yeah. So I definitely think, or I definitely know that FCT is really beneficial to each and every one of us. And I feel like we're all affected by it in different ways and in the same way in some instances. But for me, sometimes being one of the people that have to lead it, not lead it fully, obviously, but like step in sometimes, it helps with my leadership abilities and everything. And it's a good way to, before I start leading anybody else, to practice speaking in front of my family, people who love me and who won't be afraid to correct me or tell me how to improve and stuff like that. So I think it's really good to not experiment, but dip your feet in before you actually face the real world.
Yeah, that's
Build.
good.
Build.
Yeah.
I think it's important because God didn't create us to be alone or separate. You know, He really created us to be social. We're social people, right? And we need our family because each joint supplies. Every one of you brings something to our family meeting that is vital, you know. And I love the fact that you guys are invested in it. You know, you're like, no, we wait for this person, or this person, like, don't start without me. I want to be there from the beginning, you
Yeah.
know, all the way through the end, because it's empowering. You know, we really get to, like you said, sow into each other. We really get to pray for each other, lift up each other. We get to build really strong bonds, which I feel is missing in our society today.
Yeah.
The you know, just the ability to be able to release some of your stress, talk about some of the things and challenges you might be facing mentally. You know, you guys are growing up in a very different time. And in my generation, family was important. And everybody, especially coming from the islands, we, for the most part, I know my mom was there. I had some very strong relationships with some of my cousins and stuff, and we were able to be there for each other, be a shoulder to cry in, and have a support. There's nothing like feeling a part of a wolf pack, you know, a part of, you know, if I do something, if nobody else don't show up, these people are gonna show up, right? You know, if whether it's graduation, whether it's selling a T-shirt, whether it's doing something, I have a support system, and we thrive. We thrive off of accountability and support and just having a sense of belonging to. And when you really get to invest that with each other, you don't only learn one particular thing, or you're not only getting, but you're also giving, right? So when you come and you're empowered, you turn around and empower the people around you, right? Your whole environment becomes stronger, right? And the things that you told yourself that you can't do, you feel it to yourself to try a little bit harder, because these other people believe in me. So even if you don't see it right then, you're like, well, everybody's seeing me, it must be true. Let me try this one more time. Let me go a little bit harder. Let me, and then like Jasmine said, you're developing skills. Like the family is your first experience of life, real life, and interaction of people. Within families, there's different personalities, there's different temperaments, there's different perspectives and viewpoints. And if you can learn how to navigate those things within your family, when you go to work, you don't necessarily hold grudges as much, because you're in a family. My sister got on my nerve last night, but we good today. You learn, you develop certain skills that prepares you for the world. Like Jasmine said, you're learning how to speak, and for everybody have an opportunity to speak. You're learning how to speak when you go out there into the world in a crowd. You don't feel defeated when it's time for you to speak. You have some confidence about yourself because you've been there. If you hear a bad critique, you don't think it's the end of the world because you've heard stuff from your family telling you, hey, you need to work on this, or maybe you need to work on that, or do that. So it really affirms, and it really teaches you a lot of things that you're going to need for the real life. But outside of the fact, too, that it's emotionally, mentally, it's strengthening, and I really believe that is a beautiful thing.
It is.
And making the sacrifices for it helps,
And that's the next part of it being beautiful, making the sacrifices, because you think about it, and you could look at it as FCT being a minute thing, right, in a family structure. But if you look at your everyday lives and how we have been, the reason we have FCT is because we got such busy everyday lives and stuff like that, that we want to make, we want a lot of time so that we can connect and stay connected. So the stuff that you have to put off, the sacrifices that you make to come to the family meeting, the family care time, the family connection time, it teaches you discipline. It teaches you sacrifice, and it teaches you what it takes, that, okay, this is a necessary step, or this is something normal to do when I want something else to thrive, right? I have to sacrifice, I have to do something, I have to let something go that I want to build this for it to turn into this, right? And it teaches you that this is the process. This process happens, and this is not the only place that it can happen, and you learn to accept it. And once you accept it, it's easier to go through processes, I guess.
Yeah.
Those montages, or not montages, but those videos and TV shows where it's like a big family and one person is getting breakfast, one person's heading out the door, one person, I'll see you later, honey, one person. I feel like that's how it is during the week, and if we didn't have FCT, it would be like that all week, and we would
never
barely
get to see each other,
and it just keep going like crazy, and I feel like that can really burn somebody out.
Especially, that's how I first felt when you moved out. That was always my worst fear, like, oh my gosh, Daniel's gonna move out, and we're barely gonna see him. But now that we have FCT, if we don't see you during the week to record and stuff, at least we know we're gonna see you Sunday. That gives us something to look forward to.
And so that is the good part of it, us coming together and us doing stuff. Let's talk about, because some people might say it's hard, or I don't want to talk to this person, or this is happening, or that is happening. Let's talk about some of the actual real life challenges that we have to go through to make it happen. Like, how inconvenienced is this? This is not easy for us to do, but it's well worth it. How inconvenienced. And I know that you said that automatically when you say yes to one thing, you say no to something else. And I know that you said it is a sacrifice, but it's something that you choose to sacrifice for, right? So let's talk about some of our real life sacrifices and real life things that happens that we have to work around to make this happen.
Rest. I work 6 days a week, 10 hours through the week and 8 hours on Saturdays. And sometimes, man, I just want to I just want to sleep in, right? And you can't sleep in because you gotta get up, go to church, and I'm gonna do that regardless. You feel me? Because I know that I can, I'm able, and I'm willing. So I'm gonna go to church. But after church, man, I just be wanting to. All right, nah. God got his time. My employers got their time. Now I need to get my time. But it's the little thing, you know. You got to go to family connection time, and at first it's like, oh, you might even sometimes I might have to drag myself to it, but in the back of my head I know the goal. I know what it's giving me. I know what I'm getting from it, and I know where we're trying to go. And I know that at the end of the day, where we're trying to go is so much bigger, so much more powerful than where I'm at right now. So it's that's the sacrifice, but I know I'm gonna reap.
And you know you're in your season, like you said in the last episode, you're in your sowing season, and you place a high value on it.
And that's the next thing. As my walk with Christ is getting close, I'm getting closer to Him. I'm learning to become intentional about the things that I do, and because like Pastor said, it's two kingdoms, heaven and hell, right? So everything you do, you're giving, you're praising one kingdom, right? So if I'm sowing into this, what I'm doing right now. I'm sowing into the kingdom, right? And I know one day my season will flip, and I'm gonna go from sowing to reaping, and I don't want to reap bad. So I'm putting out good, so I can get that later.
Yes, seed time and harvest time. Yeah.
And so you can have it for your family, so you can.
Amen.
Sow and you have a family, they'll do the same.
Cause my kids gonna be something else, boy.
They're gonna be good.
They're gonna be good. Amen.
They're gonna be good kids. Anyone else want to talk about some of the challenges?
For me, I normally Sundays are like Daniel was saying, free day. You don't have to work or you don't have any other commitments besides church. So Sundays, I know I used to hang out with one of my friends. We used to go skateboarding after church. And recently, some of the people at church have been saying, hey, we're going to go out and get something to eat. Do you want to come? And I'm like, I don't know how long we're going to take, how far away from the house is going to be. I know some days I ride with you guys. So
yeah,
I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go. So it's like every Sunday consistently, they always ask, are you going to be coming? Are you going to come Wednesday? Are you going to come Wednesday? And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to because I still got to go home. I still got to change. If I want to nap, I still got to do that and stuff. So I'm like, I don't think that's going to be possible. So for me, that's the sacrifice. That's something that I have to turn down, and I have to prioritize family meetings before anything else.
Yeah.
But you can still, like, for instance, you can ask them if they want to do it on a different day, you know, like a Saturday afternoon or something like that. That's more fitting. I'm sure, you know, you never know. You can ask and see. And then you can go and have a cutoff time. And that day may be an extra long day for you, but, you know, it's just that one day. It's not every Sunday you're going to it, you know. But I don't want you to miss that experience either, you know, altogether. You can make an exception, you know, one Sunday or whatever. But what you saying?
She'll be all right.
She'll be all right. You want her, huh? You're like, just come hang with us.
Yeah. No, I mean, at the end of the day, 2 years is coming anyways.
That's it. That's it.
That's how I like to think about stuff. Like, regardless of the things that I miss, whatever, I got a goal and it's coming. Regardless of if and I'm not saying this to downplay you or what you got going on, but I think that, like I said, I'm being more intentional. So the things that I sacrifice, I look at their worth. And if it ain't something that, like, okay, cool, this would have been good for you, then I'll be like, all right, cool, it's an actual sacrifice. But if I'm like, all right, you weren't really missing nothing by missing that anyways, then I'm like, okay, cool. So it's not really a sacrifice, it's just me redirecting.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. That's it. That's it. John, anything for you?
Me, it's not really a challenge. It's just because Sundays I don't really do anything. I don't work, so unless I'm going in for overtime, but I don't really usually work on Sundays. So it's just about when I wake up. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. When I wake up, because I work Saturday night, so when I come home, when I get off Sunday morning, I go home and I go to sleep. So it's just sometimes I might wake up right before the meeting. They might wake me up saying it's meeting time. So as soon as I wake up, it's the meeting time, and then we have the meeting, and then after that, the meeting lasts a couple, however long it takes. We don't always start at the same time, but Yeah, sometimes I'm up before, but it's not really what you said, sacrifices.
Or challenges. I know for me,
challenged?
starting out,
Never mind.
the challenge was getting everybody here and getting everybody to see the value of it. So I can say, as a parent, in the beginning, starting out could be a challenge. Getting everybody there, everybody to buy in, everybody to see the value of it. But if you continue and don't give up, it is going to happen. And if you make it a requirement, and your children knows about honor, and they know they can honor you in this small area just for an hour or two or a few hours, we go way above sometimes. But even if you have to say, guys, we're just going to do it for an hour or for 2 hours, and hold yourself to that time, eventually it's going to become so good that no one's going to be looking at the time.
Yeah.
So that was my initial challenge. And then my second challenge was making it fun and not just structured, not just that, oh, what's going on? But making it enjoyable for the different personalities in my family, so that everyone feels connected in their own way. I think the icebreakers really helped.
Yeah.
You know, and I gotta find some more icebreaker games. But I think the icebreaker really helped. And we're still working on the structure and you know how stuff flows and everything like that. But those were my initial challenges. And of course, cooking, making sure I have dinner and food to feed everybody. So for me, or as parents, it might require a lot of work from you, whereas, like you said, on Sundays you might want to rest. But you're going to see the value in your children. I've seen the difference in each of you guys' life from us just investing in this time.
That's true.
Yeah.
For me, I think my challenge, because no one was.
When already?
What?
No,
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
for me, I think it would definitely be rest as well, because I feel like the week just goes by so fast. And sometimes a Sunday after church, everyone just wants to take a nap and relax and get ready, recharge for the rest of the week. And the other thing is, being in a relationship, dating, like, you want to be able to hang out in the afternoon and do stuff and not be restricted for time because one person works. But I've overcome that, because I think my boyfriend, he comes over now and he participates in family meetings, and I feel like in a way that's a lot more enriching than us just going out and doing something.
Yes.
Seeing how we operate as a family, and if things do progress and we end up getting married, we'll take it to our family as well, and that just seems more beneficial.
Yep. Why are you doing that, Daniel?
Oh, nothing.
The thought
I
of
want
your
to see
sister
all the
getting
faces we made
married.
when she said that.
Yeah.
No, but it's well worth the sacrifice. I don't want anybody to think that is an easy thing to get done. It do takes work getting
Definitely did,
here.
I remember all of us, there was one time, well, me personally, I was just like, I don't know why we had to do this. Like, I would wake up the minute
Facts.
time, and I just, because it's a lot easier for us because we actually live here, and Daniel and Bree have to come and commute. But yeah, it's work. It's been work.
Yeah.
It's work.
I
And-
think I just wanted to throw this in there for parents. No, I'm not a parent, but here, this is good advice. to get your kids engaged, depending on their age range as well too. But to get your kids engaged, another thing to give them to look forward to and for them to see the value is explain to them the reason why
Yes.
that we're doing the FCT, and make a goal, like a family goal, like how we got family vision boards.
Yes.
You got to make a family vision board so that they can see this is why we're coming to the meetings, right? This is what we're building. We're building something, and you're a part of
Yeah.
it, and you're helping, and that'll give them more motivation
That's
to come
good.
through because they think
And
that
then
they're a
they'll feel
part
more
of something.
responsible, too.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And include them. Give them
Yeah.
responsibilities for the meeting. Maybe they have to do the icebreaker game.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Pray.
they
Opening
have
prayer.
to do
Yeah.
the opening prayer or the closing out prayer. They have to talk about something. Give them something. Give everybody in your family something that they have a part in. So this is not just the parents meeting, but it's also the children. And then give them a voice in the meeting.
Yeah.
have them say something, have them speak, have them talk about things that may be challenging for them. And it might be some things that might bring up about you.
Yeah.
Be
And
prepared
you
for that.
have to, they might tell you about yourself, but it's all good. It's all
all for
good
growth.
stuff,
Yeah.
and it's all for growth. And it might be things that you don't even know that you're doing, that you can switch, that you can change up, and you guys, your bond can get closer and stronger. So
Yeah.
it's definitely worth it to get them involved in it and make them feel like this is their own. This is their family meeting. It's not mommy and daddy's family meeting. It's our meeting.
Yeah.
And like Daniel said, why? Why do we do this? I think I've shared the vision of why we do this like at least 3 or 4 times why we did it. I mean, it's a whole thing. But this is your family that you're building. This is what you have to show them what you're doing here. You're not just getting up and going to work and going to school and come back and raising up, sleeping, waking up and going back to sleep and, playing some games and doing some things. No, there's more purpose. We have bigger value. There's more to our lives.
Yeah.
And what we do as a family is the most important thing. We go out to the world, but when we come back to each other, this is our safe place. This is how we encourage. This is how we upbuild. This is how we support. This is how we lean in. This is we cry together. We laugh together. We get better. We get stronger.
Yep.
It's a teamwork, and you're doing so much for them just by these meetings. So even if you got to drag them to it in the beginning, hey, if all my kids live in my house, they won't have a choice. Family meeting is the thing.
Facts.
I'll make it entertaining. I'll make it good. I'll get you buying. But it'll be something that you have to do, because I realize that when you're a leader or a parent, you get that the heavy's the head that wears the crown. The responsibility is on you to make sure they get the point. And you got to pull the boat until they can steer, or until they can get, you got to be the one pulling until they can start pushing, So you may have to pull them into it, and then before you know it, there's going to be some ease there, and then they're going to get the point, but they may not get it right away. But you still have the responsibility to give them what they don't even know that they need.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
that's FCT.
Yeah.
That's what FCT is about.
We encourage you guys, if you haven't already, just try it out.
Try it out.
Try it out. Take that first step. Initiate it.
It might be weird to step into it, but once you get it down and y'all step in and everybody's on board, even before everybody's on board, you'll be able to see the effects.
Yeah,
It's real. The growth. Yeah.
And you can do
Definitely.
games night. You can do movies in it. You can do challenges. You can make it fun. You can be creative.
We bit cold outside, innit? You said in it. Sorry.
I said in it. So the music in you got you going.
We bit in it. No, that's just what English
British
people
accent.
say.
Oh,
We bit cold outside, innit?
oh, in it.
Bit chilly outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They do say in it. But yeah, get people to buy it. Don't make it boring. And in all the activities, just find something meaningful to add to it. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, that's FCT. That's FCT.
Let us know if you have any questions. We'll be happy to answer them.
Yeah, man. Anything.
until-
Reach out. We want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing from our FCT time that you guys want to give to them. One thing that you've got from FCT time that you want to share with them before you leave.
Goals. Everyone in there. Tell a goal that they want towards the week, and then the following week that you guys meet up, check back in on it.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a tip for you guys.
Yeah.
Go find out what's on the agenda of some of the people in your house.
And let us know.
All right.
And then let us know. You
Yeah.
might be surprised. Okay, guys, until
See you
next
next
time.
one.
Bye.